Welcome, my friends, to It's the Vinyl Countdown on It's Vinylly Mine. Yes, we are rolling to 2022 and looking at 12 vinyls in 12 days. And well, today we've got a special one for you. Well, they're all going to be special, but especially this one because it's from one of my favorite composers, John Carpenter, from one of my favorite films of his, Escape from New York. Yes, we are looking at the Waxworks Records release of the soundtrack. This was released on September 29th, 2020, and this is WW068. It was limited edition, and it is the remastered soundtrack. Now, I'm excited already. You can tell the little label here is going to spoil some things for you, that it is 180 grams. It's remastered, expanded, 12-page booklet, art by Mark Aspinall. I'm just so excited. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the original release that was done on CD for Escape New York from New York soundtrack. Yes, I have it right here. This is the 1981 release on a CD of Escape from New York. Well, obviously it came out a little later with CDs, but yes, this is 1981 score. So this is the original score on CD. Now, we do have an insert here, which is a little tough to get out. Some wonderful promotional pictures there from the movie, as well as that iconic cover. And then we have, some other tracks in here from Versailles Saraband, letting you know what other compact discs they have. So nothing really too much with this soundtrack release. There's 13 tracks on here total. And this is about all I've had for quite some time. So to have this expanded soundtrack on vinyl, no less, well, that's just very exciting. So let's drop the needle, whip out the bat blade, and take a closer look at the Waxworks release of the Escape from New York soundtrack. So here we are. Let's get bat blade out and get this plastic off of here so we can dig into and take a closer look at this, what looks to be just a wonderful release. I'm digging the artwork already. I mean, that summarizes the movie so much, right? It captures the spirit of the film. It tells a lot of the story right here, the main story. So, very excited to see what else the artwork in this album looks like. So, there we have it. We've got Statue of Liberty, because, well, hey, you know, New York, and of course Snake Plissken with that wonderful weapon of his, and this beautiful font for Escape from New York by John Carpenter, and the iconic wristband as well for Snake Plissken, giving him a deadline of rescuing the president from New York. Yeah, it just really captures the entire movie. I love the helicopters up in the top as well, and the flames, everything about it. It's just a great design. And then we have the spine here, which Waxworks has got a really solid spine. I love how the artwork is carrying over to the back of the vinyl album cover. And now on the back cover we have here a continuation of the flames. And in fact, let's take a look, shall we, at what this looks like fully. Oh, look at that artwork right there. That's some phenomenal artwork. Really, really cool. The flames, the car, just everything about it. And then we have, of course, our track listings up here for both records. It is 2 records, and hey, gatefold, yay! Very happy that it's actually a gatefold. And then we have, of course, the credits down here for the pre-mastered vinyl, the vinyl mastering artwork by Mark Aspinall, and just a wonderful artwork. Let's go inside, and it's Snake Plissken's loadout. That's so cool. I love it. Snake Plissken is such an iconic character, from this very post-apocalyptic film, and to have Kurt Russell just give this performance. It's such a memorable character. I really enjoyed the first one more than Escape from LA, but Escape from LA's got its own fun as well. But love the fact that that's all this inside this gatefold is the loadout for Mr. Snake Plissken. Now, let's see what is inside here. On this one side, we just have the vinyl. Ooh, color vinyl. And let's take a look at what this color... Oh, look at that color. That's pretty right there. Interesting color for Escape from New York, the blue, but I'm digging it. And yeah, gotta love the artwork on here and the care they put in. I can't wait to pop this in and listen to the extra tracks that are on this soundtrack. Now, there's a booklet supposedly in here as well. It's probably on the other side. So let's see if we can get the booklet out, shall we? Let's put this one back carefully. All right. Oh, a little tight, little snug. But there we go. It's getting in there. Sorry, folks. So we've got that in there. Let's pull out the other side, which looks like it has the booklet as well. And it does. We'll take a look at the booklet in a minute. Let's look at the other vinyl first and what artwork it has. Again, that wonderful blue color and the label, and the countdown timer on the back for the side B label. Love how they do that with the labels on these vinyls. It always makes it just that more interesting. And then a wonderful booklet full of imagery and art from the movie. John Carpenter, Kurt Russell as that iconic character. Yeah, he just really, he set the tone for a number of video game characters after this came out, for sure. And yeah, just some wonderful, wonderful promotional stills in this booklet. I'm just, yeah. This is gorgeous. So gorgeous. Such a welcome addition. And then some more great artwork on the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen in to the expanded tracks, let you know what I think of this pressing and the music on it, and maybe another tidbit or two that I can find. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, you want to help us decide what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine? Then head on over to www.patreon.com/SpecialMarkProductions. It's our Patreon page where we have 3 great tiers for you to join. If you join our top tier, you get early access to all the videos we post on YouTube. Plus, you get to participate in a poll to decide on what we review on It's Vinylly Mine. And you get a poll to decide what the VIP episode will be for the month, exclusively for our patrons. We got a lot of great content there, so head on over there and we hope to see you soon. And we are back from listening to this vinyl. The vinyl that sounds as good as the CD, which was also remastered from original tracks and recordings. So was this, and man, you can tell it sounds so good, so good. I love the main title. Always have loved the main title to this. Very similar in its sparseness in that John Carpenter brought to the They Live main theme. We get that here with the main title, but you know, it really just gets you going, and yet at the same time is very much John Carpenter. I love his films because you know you're getting exactly his vision, because not only is he directing, but he's also creating the music for it. So you're really getting that, and that comes across here with this. Now, as I mentioned, there's 13 tracks on the CD that was released, and this we have 28 tracks. And I love the fact of how they continued the numbering onto the other records that you have here. Now, where you have like Prison Introduction and Tell Him, they've added audio cues from the movie, which was just so much fun to hear. I love how they added those tracks. I really like the bank robbery track too. That was not on the original at all, though you do have all the tracks that were on the CD on here. You do have stuff, though, in between there that really just gives you the complete music from Escape from New York. And yeah, all of them are great, but especially The Name is Pliskin, with that audio moving right into the end credits track. It just worked great. Now, for those of you who are synthesizer geeks out there, this is produced with in association with Alan Howarth, who helped with John Carpenter. John Carpenter did the synth, and Howarth did the other music along with it. They didn't have MIDI standards back then, so Howarth actually manually synchronized the equipment to the picture while listening to a copy of the film's dialogue. It tells you how much, groundbreaking and interesting innovations they came up with back then. Now, he used equipment including an ARP and a Prophet-5 synthesizers, for those of you interested out there, and a Lin LM-1 drum machine, as well as an acoustic piano and Fender guitars to create all of that music, while John Carpenter composed the melodies on synthesizers. So you get this collaborative effort and you just get a great soundtrack, and that's what you have here. So, folks, this release is as good, if not better. At least the artwork and the expanded score. The CD was good. This vinyl release by Waxworks, so much better. I love everything about it. So glad I picked it up, having all of that music to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the wonderful synthesizer sounds of John Carpenter and his early films. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Hope you enjoyed this. If you've got this release, love to hear your thoughts and what you thought of this pressing. It's beautiful. Love the colored vinyl, and it just sounds so organic. And yeah, it took me right back to the film once again. So keep it here. We've got a lot more great stuff for It's the Vinyl Countdown. Hope you're enjoying the episodes. As always, subscribe and all that fun stuff. Thumbs up and that here. And remember, until next time, it's not yours. It's vinylly mine. And I'll catch you on the flip side.